Miss Susan, I'm getting tired. Will you read me a bedtime story?
Of course.
Okay.
Hi, friend. I'm going to read Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. Pete and the gang had a great day. They've been at the beach, surfed and sun, and tons of fun. But when the sun went down, they didn't want the fun to end. Pete had an idea. Hey, how about a sleepover? More time for tons of fun. Groovy. Pete plays. Let's go. The party was far out, but they knew they couldn't stay up all night. The gang decided it was time to say good night. On went the pajamas, and out went the light. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete was just about to catch some of these when clap, clap, clap. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Grumpy Toad. I don't want to go to bed. I want to clap instead. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Time to sleep. Pete tried again to catch some of these when rat-a-tat-tat. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Gus the Platypus. I don't want to go to bed. I want to jam in bed. Pete covered his head. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Time to sleep. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete closed his eyes, catch some seeds when he heard munch, munch, munch. Pete had a hunch. It was Alligator. He was always up for eating. What can Pete do? All that clapping, rat-a-tatting, and munching was giving him the bedtime blues. Pete had a groovy idea. He got out his favorite bedtime story and started to read, first to himself and then to the gang. Pete noticed it was finally quiet. No more clapping, no more rat-a-tatting, no more munching. They all settled down. No one made a sound. Pete yawned. Turn off the light. Good night. Sleep tight. Time to catch some Z's. Good night, friends.
Good night.